We're back, I guess.
Yeah, we're back.
Hey, we're gonna do the podcast a little bit different today. It's not gonna be scripted. Not saying that any of the other ones were, but a lot of the times we have like an agenda that we run the podcast off. So today it's just gonna be me and my brother, and we're just gonna have a normal conversation. And yeah, we're just gonna hope that through time we're gonna just kind of do this consecutively, and hopefully we catch ourselves a little audience or something, you know. So what's going on, Steph?
Not much, man. How's your day going? What
My day?
What did you do today?
Today, did a couple things. I had my son's 6 month doctor's appointment. So when I was in the room with the doctor and the baby, we get him, dressed up and things, and they have all these pamphlets inside of the doctor's office, and they tell you the description of what vaccines they have, and yeah, so I guess you're a little more mindful of that when you become a parent. Like what are these people giving my kid?
Yeah, some of those they say that they cause like autism and stuff like that, man. Some of the vaccines.
One of the first vaccines that they give your baby when they're born is the Hep B vaccines for hepatitis B.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people are very skeptical.
That's in your blood, right?
I don't even know hepatitis? I don't really know what. Maybe yeah. It is, yeah. It's transferred by blood, any bodily fluid. So wherever your mind takes you, that's exactly what like how you can get hepatitis B. It's a sexual transmitted like disease.
I thought it was just in your blood. I didn't even know that you can get it from like catching bodies like that.
Catching bodies, yeah. I guess catching bodies, yeah. But that's one of the first. That's one of the first vaccines they give you when you come out the womb, So, yeah.
So it's like not an antidote, but it's like you won't ever get it, or you still can get it.
From what the pamphlet that I read this morning said,
like you're invincible.
It says that you're completely immune after you take all the.
So did I get that when I was a baby, or
I don't know. You having self-doubt or what? You gotta go get checked.
I have to go to Dr. Golden, bro.
Hey, Dr. Golden,
check my shit, bro.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying though. So my boy, he got like 6 different vaccines today, or
6?
No, not 6, probably like 4.
Like all in the same needle, or like
5.
6 different shots?
So it was 3 shots. One of them was the DTaP. I don't know. It was like. I was trying to read it. I didn't understand everything, but there was like 3 vaccines inside of that syringe, and then they gave him polio vaccine, which is pretty cool.
Polio, yeah, I've heard of that one.
Polio.
What is that one?
Polio is not a good disease. I was just talking to my wife about this the other day, but Franklin D. Roosevelt, he had polio, the president, and the reason why I bring him up is because I was watching a movie the other day, and a lot of people didn't know he was sick for the longest time, and the reason why I brought him, like I said, I was watching a movie of him, and I'm really big on history, so I like.
That was the guy that was in the wheelchair, right?
Yep.
I know. I don't know him.
You know personally?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. No, but I guess from what people said, that a lot of people here in the U.S. and also people in other countries didn't know that he was in a wheelchair for a long time.
Yeah.
And then he ended up dying, I think, because of polio. But basically, polio, it attacks like the spinal cord or something like that, and it can create paralysis. So that's why he was in a wheelchair. And yeah, so I don't know. I've been really intrigued in reading into stuff, and maybe it's because I am a dad now, and I try to be a little more like cautious of what I'm doing with my kid,
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was what I did this morning. Pretty much went out to doctor's office. It was a good event. He got 3 shots though, so he wasn't very happy about it. He cried.
He did.
He didn't even stick him with any needles yet, and he was on his back just crying, bro.
Dang.
Yeah.
He knew what he was there for, though, probably.
Yeah, I told him to toughen up.
Dang. How old is he?
6 months.
Little guy. That's cool, man. Yeah, man. Myself, I woke up this morning, got ready for work, doing some electrical work at a buddy of ours. We were doing some work over there, and I'm a one-man army over there, you know.
One-man army? That's how it usually is, bro.
Doing some getting the electrical work done, but it's good, man. It's gonna be a really nice house once it's all finished. But yeah, I mean, pretty boring being there by myself, but I'm gonna be getting some help pretty soon out there.
Yeah. More electricians or?
Yeah. Armando, he's gonna help me out there.
My brother-in-law.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good, man. I'm taking off to Santa Barbara today.
Yeah, what you gonna do out there?
Go hang out with some of my boys out
you
there.
Into some trouble or what?
Try not to.
Try not to. Nah. Better not.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend gonna watch this podcast.
Yeah, she probably is. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's we're going out there. We're gonna do like this little college night thing tonight. And dude, last time we went, we got kicked out of this club because Raymond stole this girl's drink, bro.
Hey, Kratos, like already.
Yeah, bro, we're out there, right, bro? I'm not gonna lie, we're pretty faded, bro. We're out there having a good time, and me and Raymond were like, dude, I'm hungry, man. Let's go, like, cause we saw there was a little taco truck outside, like going like into the club. There's a taco truck outside, and dude, the little lady, bro, like little old lady, she's the one making the tacos and like flip, but she has her own little drink. Like she bought her own drink, you know.
She's making tacos.
Yeah, she's the one making tacos, but she had her own little mixed drink on the side that she's sipping, right? And like,
so bro, Ray's all the way messed up.
Yeah, bro, we're chilling, bro. And then I'm like, hey, she's hooking up the tacos, and I was pretty faded, bro. But I was sober enough to remember seeing Raymond, bro, looked her dead in the eye, bro, and took her drink, bro. And she just looked at him like she watched him take her drink. And like 5 minutes goes by, we're back inside the club, and like we're like having a good time or whatever. Security walks up on me, bro, and it's like, hey, like, they said you stole her drink outside. And I was like, me? I was like, I didn't steal the drink. And
you ratted out your homie or what?
Nah, I didn't. I actually,
hey,
no, because I had to actually remember, bro. I didn't. I was like, I didn't steal no drink. And, dude, I remember I was just faded, bro. But all the security guards there, like, for some reason, they only spoke Spanish. So, like, it was broken up. My broken up Spanish talking to their broken up English,
you
bro.
don't even know Spanish, bro.
Exactly, bro. That's the thing. Like, I just remember I was, like, faded, and I was just, like, telling them that we didn't do it. And, but we did do it, bro. Like, yeah, we ended up getting kicked out. But.
Yeah, the first thing that I thought when you said that the lady was making tacos is, like, that man Ray stole a drink from the one person that's actually out there trying to provide a service for some people.
Yeah.
man Ray's messed up.
But yeah, we're
bro.
going back out there today. We're leaving like at 5:30. We're gonna hit the road and then go to college night tonight.
Nice.
Probably just chill tomorrow. But yeah, man. Well, every time I go, I always like think like, man, like. I wonder what college would have been like, you know, if I went. Like, but when I really think about it, I don't think I'm missing out on much, bro. Because like I feel like they're like stuck in the same routine. Like they're always doing the same thing, going to class, going to parties, doing it. Like it's always like the same thing. All right, let's go eat. Like and like after a while, I feel like I would get pretty tired of it, you know.
Yeah, no, I feel that, man. It's college. I went to college for a little bit. I did some. Well, I mean, you know already.
Yeah.
But going to city and things. It was. I don't think city's any comparison to what's going on out there, bro.
Yeah.
City, I mean, I remember first day in college, man. We were in an English class, and no disrespect to anybody trying to get their degree, man. Like if you're out here, like, but I remember this fool came in to the English class, and he swears, man, like he just out of prison. He told us he was out of prison. He was like, "It's my first day out or first week out, whatever it was." And
first week out, back like he went to
bro,
college.
He went right into college, bro. He's like, he's like, just know I beat anybody's ass in here. Like that's what he was saying. Like I'm like nobody even asked him, bro. Like nobody even asked him that question, bro. Like he just decided to state that, bro. I'm just like, all right, well.
Like, and you just took that, or
he wasn't looking at me when he was talking like that. So, I mean, but either way, man, you gotta know when to choose and pick your battles, bro. So
yeah.
I remember it's an old head, bro. I'm not gonna.
I was at a football game one time, bro. It was a high school football game, and same situation, dude. We're sitting in the bleachers, and I think to be honest, I think I'm watching you play, like, and there's a guy like. He stands up and like yells out in front of anybody. He's like in front of everybody. He was like, "I'll whoop anybody's ass over here. Like on this side, ain't nobody gonna touch me." I was like, "Damn, bro, like that." But yeah, bro. Yeah. Sometimes people just be like on a sick one, you know, just trying to start a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those people don't usually either get very far in life or don't last too long, bro. Because a lot of the times they either get hurt or they're just
Menaces to society,
they're
bro.
living that vida loca, bro. Like there's a lot of stuff going on out there, man. And like we were just talking about that one kid that used to go to high school with us, man. Like he was living crazy, man. He got stabbed. He got stabbed at a party. Everybody was talking about that at one point, but it's just when you live that type of lifestyle, man, where you just don't care, and like you're gonna find trouble, man.
I think sometimes like I feel like a lot of us like when we're younger, like we do live kind of like crazy. I mean, I'm not saying like because me and you did some crazy stuff, like that one time we were at a party and we saw that guy get ran over, bro, like stuff like that. But like it's fun when you're a kid and when you're younger, but like at a certain point, like you got to grow out of that, you know, like you can't.
Yeah, I don't think I was a part of any of that after high school. I mean, I went to college, like I said. I mean, in the past, I we smoked a little weed, like it's California, man. Like everybody smokes weed, but I mean, I haven't smoked in a long time, So it's, I'm a dad now. I got a lot of things that I have to worry about that I don't have time for any of that stuff, man. Yeah. There's a lot of things that we have to do now that we hold big responsibility, man. And there's a lot of people watching us, and it's not like you have to worry about who's watching you and things, but there's people counting on us, and that's more important, So.
I feel the same way, bro.
Yeah. So.
Do you remember the last time you smoked weed, or?
It was like April of 2021 or something like that. So it's been like 4 years.
Was it just like you just decided, or was it a bad experience, or?
Bad experience.
Yeah.
Bad experience, and then also, bro. Honestly, like I honestly stopped smoking because I knew you stopped, and I was like, you and me, bro. Like I feel like you and me both. We pick up each other. Like when one of us is not doing something right, we're kind of there to like, hey, you're doing some stuff you're not supposed to be doing, man. Like, and we kind of hold each other accountable, So I think that's something that I like about our relationship is that and I'm not saying smoking weed is bad. I'm not like. If you smoke weed, like to each his own, like more power to you. Weed makes you feel good, But for the things that we got going on and things like you and I know both we can't operate.
Honestly, bro, it slows me down, man. Like,
we can't operate.
I can't operate the way I need to operate, especially like in the career I'm trying to get into.
Yep.
And like it's actually illegal. Like to like be trying to fly an airplane and then like be like under, like. You're extra high at that point, like you're getting cooked. But no,
you're talking about the hemoglobin way.
Yeah. I'm not about to get into the hemoglobin right now, bro. But anyway, I remember the last time I smoked weed. It was with you. It was like December. I think it was like a day before Christmas or something in the year of 2022. I think.
Really?
No. 2021. Sorry, 2021.
Yeah, because I stopped 2021 too.
No. You didn't stop in 2021.
Did I?
I think you stopped in 2022 because I stopped in 2021.
So it's been like 3 years then.
Yeah. I just remember I was having a conversation with you. It wasn't a bad experience either. I just remember like I was just sitting there and I just felt like damn, like what the hell am I doing with my life? Like there's no way I'm gonna amount to anything just hitting this all the time, so I think I just told you, like, hey, man, like, this is going to be, like, the last blunt that I smoke with you or something, And you're like, nah, no way. Like, you didn't believe me.
Yeah.
And then, like, when January 1st hit, I was like, yeah, man, like, I'm gonna just try going a whole year without smoking weed. And then I ended up doing the whole year. Dude, to be honest, I think it was 2020 because I remember 2021 is when I got into aviation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2020. Damn, that was 5 years ago, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was 2021 when I stopped. So you probably were 20. Yeah, it's been 4 years, some months for me, and then over 5 years for you. So it's been a while.
Yeah, but I just remember, I had stopped, and then I ended up getting into school and like aviation, started like learning how to fly.
I actually wanted to talk to you about that earlier, man. I was talking. We were talking the other day about when we got into flying and stuff, and we.
Oh, for the first time?
Yeah, like when what's that guy's name, bro? The guy that we were Joseph. What's his last name?
I don't remember his last name.
Odom or something like that. Odom or something like that. Odom. I forget his last name, bro. But met him at Chandler, bro. I don't even know how we had met him originally though. But Joseph was just kind of the guy that was overseeing us, and he was the guy coordinating our teacher, which is where we met Chris Caldwell.
Yeah.
And bro, Chris Caldwell just went to space the other day,
yeah,
bro. Did you see that?
Well, he went up to like 80,000, bro. 80,
bro, I mean that's basically space, bro. You're in the stratosphere, bro.
He saw like the blackness of what space looked like.
He saw the curving of the Earth, bro. The Earth is not flat.
Well, to be honest, bro, like even at 80,000 feet, you can't see the curvature of the Earth.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
Nah, it's like I watch a lot of Neil deGrasse, bro. Okay. Shout out to him because like he's like I think he's like a physicist, but he's
talking about.
He's like
soft spoken dude. You talking
about?
Yeah.
I watch a lot of him, you know, and to be honest, I believe everything that he says, bro. Like, he like his podcast is like the shit, bro. It's really good, man. But anyway, yeah, I did see that, and I followed him on Instagram, bro, and he that's actually really dope that he was able to do that.
Oh, Chris, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were still talking about film.
Oh no. But yeah, I did a little bit of research on like those type of planes, and I'm not 100% sure like this is the actual reason why they do that, but I was reading something about how they fly at those altitudes to like for surveillance, like to get like certain pictures or like
Google Earth type.
Like no, like to like they're like spy planes almost. Like I'm not 100% sure, but
he's up there for something.
Like yeah. They ain't just sending him up there for no reason, you know.
Well, he used to wear like a whole astronaut suit. I don't know if you like.
Yeah. He has the whole the whole shield on his face and everything. But
I wonder if there's like a point where is there still a lot of gravity up there? Like, how does that work?
I'm not too sure, man. Dude, like you're gonna have to ask Derek, bro. Derek knows a lot about like space travel, like the rockets, Elon Musk, like what he's doing. Yeah,
we gotta get Derek on the pod.
I know, man. Derek, yeah, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to all that. Yeah, did you see the rocket launch that the Europeans were trying to do like a couple weeks ago?
Did it fail?
Dude, it was bad, bro. Like it took off, and then once it got to a certain like, it didn't even like you could still see it, and then it just started coming back down, and then just blew up.
They're not Elon.
I know they ain't doing it like Elon, but yeah. It's
I think one of the coolest things that I've seen recently, like with you flying and stuff, since we're on that topic, even Derek, like he'll FaceTime Pops, and I remember the first time he FaceTime Pops and Derek was in the plane, he just had Starlink in the
dude, it's like front. It's pretty dope. Like it's just a whole panel that you put like in front, like pretty much like in the where the windshield is at. Yeah, put it right there, and then because I think it connects to all like the Starlink satellites that are in our orbit, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool being able to FaceTime when you're flying the airplane.
Yeah, no, and it's perfect. It's like
no lag.
No lag. You can see everything. Like it's not pixelated. Like it's good internet. You know. So there was actually a time, now that we're talking about Elon and all that other stuff, but I was in Mexico with my wife and we were camping on a beach. Which honestly, the whole Mexico experience, there's a lot of people out here that are on the fence about going to Mexico and.
Me.
Yeah, you, my dad. My dad doesn't want to go to Mexico because he had a bad experience. But when I was out there, man, we camped on the beach. Very uncomfortable situation, to be honest, just because there's a lot of bugs, mosquitoes.
You got bit up?
Got bit up like crazy, man. It's crazy humid, dude. Like you're sweating the entire time. Like you're wanting to sleep, but you're sweating, right? It's like, and it's full body drenched sweat. Like it's not.
How many nights?
Just one night.
Oh, I was about to say, bro.
No, yeah. Well, we were out there. Going back to what I was saying, we saw Elon launch his rocket, and it looks so crazy, man. I mean, you can see people now on the internet; they'll post pictures of it and things, but I don't know if that was I don't think it was one of his first rockets, but we were closer to that area of where he launches from because I think his base or where they launch it from is from like San Diego area or something.
It's Vandenberg.
Is that close to San Diego?
It's I think it's right there out of. Actually, no, I don't think it is Vandenberg because I think Vandenberg is a military base, but it might be out of Vandenberg. I know they have a launching site there because like when it's like it's a military operating area, I think, for like airplanes. You can't fly through that zone because they're shooting rockets up. I think it is Vandenberg, to be honest.
Is that close to the border there?
No, it's actually right there by Pismo.
Is it really?
Yeah, Pismo Beach.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's right in between Pismo and like Santa Maria. Okay. It's like, so you pass Pismo and then you start like kind of like wrapping around that.
That's where SpaceX is?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know that it's a launching site.
Okay.
So they shoot rockets up right there.
Okay. No, yeah. From what I was told, and I don't even know where the location is, but SpaceX is like closer to San. That's what they. And I might be wrong. Both of us might be wrong. I don't know. You might be right. I might.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but yeah. I saw the rocket. It went.
Was it orange?
It was weird, man. Like when it launches up, like it's in the sky, it gives off this like greenish color. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's piercing through clouds or whatever, but it gives off like this
I know what you're talking
this
about.
array of light, like
Yeah.
going off running off the sides of it. It's weird, and bro, like we were tripping out at first. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I was like asleep. Like I woke up and just see this thing. Just what the heck is that, bro? I thought I was about to die or something, bro. I thought the alien about to abduct me or something. No, but it was a nice time out there, man. And yeah, got to watch the the sunrise. Sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty awesome experience. But that whole space, the rocket ships and things like that, it's kind of crazy to see that happening like in front of our eyes, man. It's like that's history,
Yeah.
It's gonna be that type of stuff is gonna be written in history books.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. Do you think that they actually made it to the moon, or you're one of those people that don't believe, or?
Honestly, I'm not too big on. I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm not too big on conspiracy, but every once in a while I'll get caught up on a subject and I'll swear by my opinion, like, oh yeah, this is the way it is. But I could be wrong about things. Me personally, about the whole moon situation, I think they did.
You think they did?
I think they did. There's someone out there probably Nicole. Someone out there probably thinking I'm absolutely wrong about that. But
You think that?
what about you?
I feel like I have like mixed feelings about it. I think that they did not go though. I don't think they went.
You don't think they went?
I don't think they went. Just because like, why haven't we gone back? And
That's true.
And then, but there's another reason. Like another reason is like, what would be the reason to go back? Like, is there anything actually on the moon that we need? Like, I can like understand like us trying to get to Mars. Like, they're trying to like eventually put people out there.
Yeah.
But the moon, I don't know. But I don't think any of it really. I don't think the moon matters that much, as far as like trying to get to another planet. I think it'd be a lot cooler if we got to a different planet than we got to the moon, because, I mean, nobody can live on the moon. But I mean, if we could potentially live on Mars, then yeah, that would be cool for people to get there. But
There's some people that think that we were originally on Mars. And
oh yeah,
there's that conspiracy too. I've heard that. The one thing that kind of like spooks me a little bit, and that I kind of not necessarily believe, but like wonder every once in a while, is like there's a lot of people that say that there's a lot of creatures in the ocean that we don't know about, which is true, right? But
yeah.
there's people out there saying that there's like sea monsters and different things, and when I hear those stories, they're kind of. I mean, obviously, for me, they're believable a little bit just because of how big the ocean is. There's a lot of places and, I guess, things that we haven't discovered yet.
I think. Do you think that there's like another like being out there, or do you think it's just us?
Are you talking about just aliens? You talking about aliens?
Yeah, or yeah.
I don't know.
I was watching a video that like everybody thinks that for a while everybody thought like the universe was like collapsing in itself, like within itself. But then like they said that like scientists found out that the earth, or not the earth, the universe is actually just like expanding, and it's just getting bigger and bigger.
That's what I've heard too. I don't know.
Have you watched Interstellar before?
Nah.
Dude, that movie will trip
There's
you
probably
out.
a lot of people like that are gonna watch this and be like, he hasn't watched Interstellar, but we didn't watch a lot of movies growing up.
Yeah, growing
bro.
up we didn't. But dude, that movie will like blow your mind. Like it's probably like my favorite space movie. I've watched that one with
That's what Matthew McConaughey, right?
yeah, him. I watched that one movie about Mars. Who's that one guy?
Hold on. Matt Damon. Matt Damon, right?
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Well, why are you laughing? What?
Well, I don't know. I just felt like we were thinking so hard trying to figure out the name.
Hey, just know if we were high, would not be able to think. Would not be able to understand what we were trying to talk about.
Yeah, that movie was good too. But I think Interstellar was like probably my favorite It's probably one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah.
Or I like it's not really like a real space movie, but I like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies too. Those movies are dope.
I did. Okay, in college, bro. I did a comm class, communication class.
Yeah.
And I had to do a report in a presentation on Guardians of the Galaxy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was basically like I had to show like the four aspects or four different categories of teamwork within that movie, and like how the Guardians of the Galaxy showed teamwork. And there was different types of like categories or whatever, and they all had names. So I was in charge of doing the presentation of one specific. I can't even remember the names of the categories anymore, but I remember that was like one of the first times I had spoke in front of a group of people that I didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
And
How was it?
it was cool. It was cool. I remember the first time. That was one of the first times. Actually, no, that might have been the second time that I did. The first time I went up there, very like monotone. You know, I read off of like flashcards and stuff, and I didn't like that approach. I felt like I was really stiff, and
Yeah.
so what I did the next time they asked me to do it, for the Guardians of the Galaxy presentation, I went in and I practiced a free approach, I guess, without anything, you know, just.
You did better.
Yeah, I did. I talked for like I think 5 to 6 minutes, something like that. And
how do you feel you do like with like public speaking? You do all right? You're not that good.
I'm not the best at it, but I feel like I'm better than most. I feel like there's a lot of people that I feel like originally I'm an introvert type of person, you know, like I don't like being in front of big crowds. Like even when we were talking about earlier, like going out and partying, like when we were in high school and stuff, I was always the guy that wanted to be at home, you know.
Yeah.
Like and just for the record, man, I didn't do partying like that anymore after high school. Like, I stopped.
Yeah.
Once I graduated, if I was chilling with my boys and stuff, which I rarely do even now.
Yeah.
I'm chilling at my house. I'm chilling in the safety of my home because I know not a lot of stuff's gonna happen. You know, you can still have a good time with your buddies at home, just, you know, drinking a couple cold ones. You know, you don't have to go out and do that. But the public speaking of it, you know, like I don't feel like I'm the best. I'm the best speaker. Obviously, I have a lot of work to get there. But what I have noticed is if you put yourself in the position to learning, which means putting yourself in an uncomfortable position, like putting yourself in the position to do it, you're gonna get better at it. You know,
1,000%, man. I know what that feeling feels like too, man. Like I remember getting ready to speak at the school.
Oh yeah, cool.
And I was in my head, I was like, man, I gotta prepare for this. And it's just like a bunch of kids that we're talking to, you know. But still, like, I'm not used to like public speaking like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna like sweat about it. I'm just gonna like whatever. Like I'm gonna shoot off the hip, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like that's the type of guy I am. Like when it comes to life, I don't like to be like that. I do like to be prepared. I like to go into whatever I'm facing like prepared, and like I'm not trying to just shoot from the hip at everything that I do. But I think when it comes to public speaking, I do better just going in and just right there and then like performing, you know?
Yeah.
Because the more I like think about it, the more I stress about it, the more I'm like, okay, am I gonna say the right thing? Or like I'm gonna pull my notes out, or like I'm gonna start stuttering, and like then my mind is not even thinking about what I'm saying. It's thinking about what I thought I should have been saying, you know?
Yeah.
And kind of like this, like I mean, I didn't think about this until I got here, you know. It's like, all right, like I'm just talking to my brother at this point, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like
that's basically all it is. Like there's a difference. Like if you're like this, we're wanting to make it personable so people can relate to it, right? Like, like what we're doing right here. But when you have people waiting on you, because there's no one waiting on us for doing this. Like we're just doing this out of our time. Like, you know, we want to do it because we like to talk and we have good conversations and things. But when you have people waiting on you and there's people that are like counting on you to show up and perform, or
there's pressure.
The pressure, that's where it's different. You know, like the other day I went to LA with my boys. You know, like guys from high school. I hadn't hung out with them for a few months. You know, and it was cool, man. Like I felt like there was no planning in that. Like it was just like, hey, I'm gonna get in the car. We're gonna drive to LA. We're gonna go check out some clothes, and then we're gonna come back. And
Yeah.
that was a cool day, bro. I felt like I didn't have to plan at all. It was and usually my days I always have to plan everything out.
Yeah.
I like the days that because honestly I feel like my age when I don't stress. But when I am stressing, I feel like I'm freaking like 50, bro.
Yeah. I think the most amount of pressure I've been under was probably preparing for my check ride.
You think so?
Yeah, because it was a different kind of stress. Because like the stress here at work, I feel like, yeah, it's stressful, but I have people still supporting me. Like I have people that I can still call for answers. I can still call for like backup, or like I know I can have somebody to help me out, and it's I was born in this environment of construction, and and I know I have the right people to help me. But with my check ride, man, I remember, I know mentally, and even I had the skills to pass. I know I knew that I did, but going into it, man, it was I didn't sleep the whole night. I was up. My check ride, I had to be at the school at like 8:00.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't fall asleep until like almost like 6 in the morning.
Really?
I was just tossing and turning, thinking about everything that could go wrong, thinking about all the questions that could be asked that I wouldn't know the answer to. Like, not that I wouldn't know the answer to, but I wasn't as sharp as I should have been, and there was just a lot of just, man, like, what if this happens? What if that happens? And I don't even remember falling asleep. I just remember just stressing out the whole night, and I just woke up. I set my alarm for like 6:45.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure I got up, and then I got there and was well prepared. But dude, when I woke up, I woke up with 100% ready to go. Like I didn't even feel tired because I knew what time it was. I knew it was time for me to go out there and perform and give it everything I got, and as far as like mentally, and then in the airplane as well,
Yeah.
And I think aviation is definitely one of those things. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna wing it, like no pun intended, but like I'm just gonna show up and I'm gonna knock it out. Like it's definitely not that type of industry, because dude, like you have to know the answers to the questions. Like you have to know what to do in these situations. There's no like there's no guessing game. And I remember I got there, had a quick conversation with my instructor. And then the DP, the examiner, was there, and he was like, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and start your test. And he gave me the whole rundown. And then finally, I gave him the payment, because I have to give him the payment first before we start the test. That's how it works. And then I gave him the payment, and then we started. He starting out, he made it seem like don't stress about it, like it's just a test. But like when it really came down to it, bro, he was really like pressing me on certain questions.
Yeah.
And there was this one question he was asking me about like cloud clearances at certain altitudes, and I didn't know the answer to this one question, and I was just like, man, like I know I should know this question. And I was like, well, am I allowed to look it up? And he's like, you can, but he's like, this is a question that you should know. And right when he said that, I don't know how, bro, but the answer just came to me like that, and I was like, I know the answer, and I told it to him, and he goes, that wasn't so hard. Why didn't you just tell me to begin with? And I was like, dude, because I couldn't remember at that moment, bro. But I knew what it was, and finally ended up getting into the airplane, and because there's two parts of the test. You got to pass the oral part, and then you go to the practical.
Bro pulled that answer out of the back file.
Bro, it was kind of like, have you watched Jimmy Neutron, bro? Where like he's trying to think of something, and he's thinking, and like all the neutrons and the atoms are going crazy, and then like, bam, like it felt like that, And I remember I got the answer right, and then it was cool, man. I came out of because you're in this office, and then there's classes going on outside of the office, and I walk outside the office that we were doing the oral test in, and I walk out and I see a couple of my classmates, some of the instructors there, and I was just telling, like, they were all like giving me a thumbs up, like, did I pass the oral? Did I pass? And I was like, I gave them a thumbs up, and they're all happy because I'm getting ready to go take the practical now. Mm-hmm. It's like us getting in the airplane, and got in the airplane, bro. And dude, he like from the get go, I get my clearance, get to the runway. I'm getting ready to take off, and he starts grilling me like right there at the run up line, like, and not at the run up, at the hold short line, and I'm right there, and And I'm like, dude, this test isn't going. It's not gonna go well, man. Like, I'm just doubtful.
You know what you're doing right now though? You're prepping all the future pilots that are
Yeah.
like, hey, this is what the
It
this is
was
what the teacher's going to do to you during the test.
And he so like when leaving, you got to do like a soft field takeoff. So like the yoke or like the stick, you got to have it pulled all the way back, like to begin. That's how you start your maneuver, like your takeoff. And I give it some a little bit of power, and as soon as I cross that line, you're supposed to be full. They call it full aft, like pulling all the way back. Yeah. And I wasn't, but I was like, oh crap, I didn't do that, and I was just like, and I kind of just said it out loud, like I just told him, all right, we're gonna be doing a soft field, and so then I pulled it back, and then so I don't think he caught it, or maybe he did and just let it slide, but I did a soft field takeoff. It was good. Did some maneuvers. Dude, it was. I don't want to get into it completely because like I feel like everybody wouldn't understand like everything that happened, and like unless you're a pilot. But it was intense, and I remember just getting back. I landed, and soon like I put it down, landed, and I was taxiing back, and I just felt like I failed, bro. I was just like, man, like all this training for like, man, I felt like I failed, and as we're taxiing back. He had made like a little joke, like and he's an older man, and like younger people can't really relate to old people like when they're joking around.
What'd he say?
And he said something like, to be honest, bro, like I don't think it was like, I don't know, it was just something dumb, like something along the lines of like about building the new terminal at FAT or something, and he said something about, there's gonna be a lot of Mexicans in there, and then he kind of chuckled, and I saw my opportunity to kind of like think it was funny too, and like I was like, I started laughing.
You started dying or what?
Yeah, kind of, like that was a good one, like, but nah, it was like. I was like, bro, I failed this test, bro, and like I got back, and then I anchored I chained it down and everything, It's like
that's that one meme, bro. It's like
when you trying to hit,
when you trying to hit,
But for me, bro, I was trying to pass, bro, and finally, like I chained it all down, bro, and went in, and then like he was just like, so tell me how you did out there, like what were some mistakes that you made, and. Well, maybe I kind of got a little bit too close to the antenna, like in the practice area. Because, I mean, we got kind of close to this one antenna when we were doing some maneuvers. But, I mean, it wasn't, like, crazy close. But he did kind of, like, trip out about it. And then it was at the end, he goes, well, I'm going to go ahead and process your paperwork. He's like, and congratulations, like, you're officially a private pilot.
Nice.
And, bro, like, immediately, like, I just felt like the man, bro. I just felt like, man, I did it. I freaking did it, and I remember like I shook everybody's hand when I was leaving, like, man, I did it, man. Everyone's all happy, and then I get into my car, bro, and just like the tears just start coming down my face, man. I felt like I was Neil Armstrong, bro, like landing on the moon, man. It was like one of those feelings. Like I hope everybody like in life gets to experience that feeling once in their life, the feeling of the
accomplishment.
Like to do that feeling, like it's unexplainable, unimaginable, Like I just felt like I had done something that very few people ever get to do, or and accomplish something that like not too many people can accomplish, Not only because like of the skill that it takes, but dude, like the financial piece too. Like a lot of people don't know, like not only is it hard to like learn all, and I'm not even close to being done, but like not only is it hard, but dude, it's expensive. Like a lot of people can't afford to go get their pilot training done, because I feel like we would see a lot more pilots if it wasn't as expensive. But I just the best feeling was, man, coming back to the office and telling you. I mean, you remember when I showed up? Yeah. I showed up, and I just remember I gave Dad a hug and I told him that I did it. And like I want to have a lot more experiences in life like that, being able to like tell like my family, like, man, I'm doing stuff out here, like I want to be something bigger and greater than I am today, that's kind of the mentality that I have. But I know
there's a lot of great things that we can do in our life. It's just up to us to unlock those potentials, man. Like you're talking about that feeling that you get after completing something or doing something. Like I've had a few of those, and like nothing compared to like flying a plane. Like you're right, like the Neil Armstrong, like there's no one in our family that's doing what you're doing, man. So that's freaking crazy to even say. Like one of the times that I got like that euphoria like feeling was after I completed the Half Dome hike with Tim, and that was crazy, man, because I felt like I really wanted to quit. I pushed myself to my limit that day, and after completing and walking down and finishing the hike, man, I felt like $1,000,000, bro. I felt like you feel like you can do it again, you know, like right after. Bro. And I mean, in your case, yeah, but like for me, like I would have had to realistically hike another 18 miles, and that would have been crazy. Yeah. But man, bro, like yeah, those feelings in life, they're what I like to live for, you know. Like,
heck yeah, man. I feel like the all the work, all the hype, everything, like, and when I say the hype, I'm talking about all the hard work put into whatever you're trying to accomplish is well worth it, man. Because man, when you finally do accomplish whatever you're trying to achieve, it's a feeling that nobody can take from you. You know, it's something that you can say, man, I did that. You know,
yeah.
And I want to have a lot more experiences like that in my life, but not only for me, but for my family. You know, to be able to like. I want to be able to like retire mom and dad, you know, or like and help them out financially. Buy my dad a house in the coast, you know, and because I feel like those moments will be moments where equivalent to me getting my pilot's license, you know, like the moment like me buying mom a new car and dad a new truck, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. And I don't know, I feel like all the little wins lead up to the big wins, but the big wins is where like your confidence comes from. It's like, man, I've done it before. I know I can do it again. You know?
It's pretty awesome to just see the small wins too, man. Because the small wins, like you were saying, they lead up to the big wins, and life is not a race. It's a marathon, right? Like you go at a pace and you stay consistent. You know, in order to finish the marathon, man. And in that, like sometimes we feel like we're not doing enough. You know, and I feel like both of us, where we're going and what we're doing right now, it's easy for anybody, not just us, but like for anybody. If you're on track to do something, or you've tasked yourself in life to go do something great, like there's those moments where you feel like you're not doing enough.
Yeah,
and I get those moments a lot, bro. Like I'll feel like, man, I'm not getting anywhere, but it's the little things that you do on a daily basis is what adds up.
Or even just being disciplined, bro. Like the little like being disciplined is considered the small wins. Like just saying like, man, like I'm gonna wake up when my alarm goes off and not hit snooze, you know, like that's the first win of the day, you know, like. And dude, I'm guilty of it, man. Like sometimes my alarm will go off and man, I don't feel like getting up, and I'll hit snooze, and like, you know, you wake up 15 minutes later, then like that 15 minutes later you finally get up and it's like, all right, well that was my first loss of the day, you know, I didn't actually get up, or you know, like all those things lead up to eventually like how your day is actually gonna go, you know.
Yeah. We do I do some mindset training with our mentors that with CEO Warrior. They talk about don't focus on your losses, you know, just continue. Like if you fail, okay, it's fine, you failed. Just continue on working towards your wins, and just don't focus on like your failure. Don't focus on the negative, you know, just that's in your past. You know, even if you failed today, like don't focus on that. Just focus on, hey, I got this done today, and just be appreciative of what you were able to accomplish.
Yeah.
You know, so and I got that from Sandy. I heard that from Sandy because Sandy's our mindset mentor.
I met her once.
She's a really nice lady, and yeah, so honestly, man, I feel like this is a good time to stop. You know,
yeah, for sure, man.
I feel like
I think we went past our
30-minute mark.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to thank everybody, and yeah, we're gonna be doing these on a weekly basis. You know, so I think I don't know what days we'll be posting these, but we'll be recording them every Wednesday. So just wanted to, if you guys want to continue to tune in, we'll have these posted on a weekly, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you.